but this year we cannot spend anything. We are in survival mode and we are living below our means. If you have pancake mix and peanut butter, guess who's having pancakes and peanut butter for dinner? You are.
So my rules are: 1, no new clothes whatsoever. I have a closet full of amazing items. I have no room for new clothing. 2025 is going to be the year that we style what we have. And that means make and do with my summer wardrobe.
Do you own stock in this company before you purchase this product?
Hey guys, it's Blahzaye and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about how people are going no buy or low buy in 2025. And most likely they're just getting ready for the upcoming market. You know, these people have either spent too much in 2024 or they're just getting ready for 2025. If you get any value from this video, please hit the like and subscribe. Make sure to comment down below because I will see it so that I can just see you guys in the next video. Let's get into it.
All right, so 2024, I balled out of control and I racked up so much debt. And here's how I'm going to fix it in 2025. I'm going to cut back. There's some things on my no buy list, and I'm going to use the extra money I save to crush more debt. So let's go through my list. Rule number 1, no Afterpay or Affirm all of 2025. There was a point where I had over $2,000 on my Afterpay, but we crushed it, thank God. So if you see me walking around with some dusty old sneakers with a hole in it, I think I got one here. Yeah, I think, look at that hole in the sneakers. You know why. Rule number 2, I'm gonna buy no new clothes unless I get it gifted for Christmas or my birthday, or I sell old clothes. But I got a hack here. Here's my secret. I have a lot of nice new clothes I haven't been able to wear because I got too fat, right? So if I lose about 10 to 15 pounds, I got new clothes again. So the goal is eat from home, which is the last thing on my list 80% of the time, lose weight, save money, get new clothes. See the hack? It works. So that's my situation, may not be yours. Third thing is no credit card purchases unless I have to go to work and I need to expense it. Sometimes I travel to India, got to do what I got to do. So I'll put transactions there and we'll just pay it off immediately. My wife and I are going to limit our fund money to $50 a week each. So she likes to buy Starbucks. I like to buy beer. So if it's in the $50.
I just want to pause right here and just say, like, the no credit card purchases is definitely kind of hard, but you can utilize that to your advantage anyways by making the purchase and just being responsible on the back end, because you're actually making money if you're responsible with those credit card purchases, right? So as long as you can make that purchase and then pay it off immediately, you'll be accruing the points. I mean, credit card companies hope that you're not responsible. That's what they're banking on. That's how they make the big bucks, right? So they're banking on you not being responsible, you being like, oh, I got this extra money, I'm just going to keep spending, and you keep spending and then you're not paying the bill off. So they're making that, you know, now it's ridiculous, 30% interest on credit cards. So that's the only note I would say. So all that to say, utilizing the credit card is not bad. It's just a tool. But it's just like in any tool, you can hurt yourself with it, right?
Threshold, we'll keep that for ourselves. There's a lot we could do with $200. So it'll help us be more mindful with what we buy. Now, this is a big one. My wife shed a tear over this one. We're canceling our Disney Pass. Now, we're not rich enough for a Disney Pass. We could afford it, or we tell ourselves we could afford it because we could pay for it, but we're getting ourselves in more debt. No, we're going to cancel it, but we're going to enjoy it until September. So we can't cancel it until September. What we'll do is we'll do some budget Disney trips to squeeze as much juice out of that pass as we can post. So when we cancel, we could say we got the most out of that pass while we had it. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to cancel our Peloton membership. $44 to have somebody yell at you so you could just watch pedal and follow them. I'm going to just throw on a YouTube video, listen to some music, and twist the knob myself. It still burns calories. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cancel our gym memberships, and we're actually just going to work out in our garage. We have some weights. We have equipment in the garage. It's pretty much, we have a Peloton. We have a, what's it called, where the people walk on it, treadmill. And then we have the weights, dumbbells, so we're good. We don't need a gym membership. The only 2 subscriptions we're going to keep is Spotify and Netflix. We're going to cancel all the others. And then the final one, which I already mentioned, which is going to be the toughest one of them all, is eating home-cooked meals 80% of the times. So, all right, now let's ball under a budget and keep freedom and under constraints and enjoy 2025.
Yeah, that makes sense. So eating at home is definitely crucial. People are just going to have to start doing that anyways, utilizing like rice, making sure you got the beans, vegetables. Everything is definitely cheaper. Eating out is insane now anyways. You know, I just went to Wendy's and like one meal was like $15. I'm in New York, like, and that was like on the cheap. I didn't add anything to it. It was just 15 off the rip. Also canceling this stuff, limited to $50 a week for fun money. Starbucks, that's what, if you're with your wife and you have like one kid, that already takes that. You get like a drink drink and then a sandwich, and then your wife gets a drink and a sandwich, that's already $40. Like, everything's just so expensive. Like this no buy 2025 is almost mandatory. Let's get down in the comments. Can you please post a note with your head in front so we can screenshot it? Afterpay Affirm got me good this year. And then they're actually making some credit changes with the Afterpay and Affirm. So this stuff is gonna start hurting you guys a lot if you're using this. And I see this on every single purchase. Be wary of this because that's gonna mess up your credit. Because once they add it, it's gonna lower your credit, your time for credit accounts. I'm pretty sure that's probably, I'm not saying that exactly right. The age of your accounts is the exact term. So it's gonna lower the age of your accounts if you keep, so even if you get it and then you pay it off, you're like, oh, I'm so responsible. What it's really doing, granted, that's good, that's great. Pay off your credit cards and be on time with your payments because that counts as well. But your age of accounts is also a major factor on your credit profile. And even the Affirm, Zip, and Afterpay has to stop. Living poor will be the new rich. If shopping is your issue, I would suggest unsubbing, blocking store emails. Yeah, they be sending you those discounts. They got you the discounts. You're like, oh, I'm losing money if I don't use this discount. How many, put it down in the comments, how many people have said that? How many guys have used? How many of you guys have said that in the past where a store sends you like a 50% off and you're like, well, if I don't go, I'm like losing money, right? Like convince yourself. Next video. That's the thing with this. Like, he's like, I'm loving this no buy 2025 thing because now I can still be poor and not be able to afford things, but be smug and trendy about it. So like before, if you're like, you're poor, you can't flex on social media, but now if it's actually a trendy thing, you know, then you don't feel too bad about it. Maybe you'll push it a little bit more. Maybe you'll start going to thrift stores a little bit more because it's cool. I know Macklemore tried to make it cool a couple of years ago, right? I guess I'm old, so I'm an unk status right now. So maybe it was a little bit more than a couple of years, but you get what I'm saying. Next video.
I know buy year will be continuing into 2025. It's official. My debt will be 100% gone, including my car loan, by August of next year. I intend to strictly adhere to my no-buy rules during those 8 months. TBD on the final 4 months of the year, but I'm thinking because I want to build up my savings, I'm probably going to do it then too. Let's get into my rules. In 2024, I wasn't as adherent to my no-buy rules as I wanted to be. In 2025, we know exactly what we're doing and we're going to stick to it. So my rules are: 1, no new clothes whatsoever. I have a closet full of amazing items. I have no room for new clothing. 2025 is going to be the year that we style what we have. And that means make and do with my summer wardrobe. Number 2, no new beauty products. Self-explanatory. I have more makeup than I could ever possibly use, so I will not be buying any more next year. I am allowed to purchase new beauty products if I have used all my backups for a product. So basically restocks only, and that will be infrequent. No perfume. Are you kidding me? I don't need any more perfume. No jewelry. No new technology either. That means I'm going to sit out the iPhone 17. No takeout except once a month. This rule I wasn't as strict with, and I'm going to be really, really rigid in 2025. No home decor. That's okay. I don't need it anyway. My house is fabulous. Tiny, but fabulous. No books. I have enough to read as it is. And no canceling my Pilates classes. Those $10 cancellation fees really added up this year. Stay tuned for part 2 where I go through my yes column.
So this is good, yeah. No new clothes, no new beauty products, no perfume. Pretty much, guys, yeah, if you don't need to buy it, then definitely don't get it. Unless it's like absolutely necessary. Throw it down in the comments. Do you think anything on her list is absolutely necessary? Maybe this new technology thing for work. If you need something for work, then it's like, well, I kind of have to get it. And then for books too. I kind of disagree with this. I disagree with the books and the technology. This one just for like work, and this one for learning and increasing your skills so that you can make more money. There's one thing to say about limiting your expenses, but then there's another argument to be had about being able to just earn more money in general, right? Let's go down in the comments. Has your perspective on your no buy changed over the year? I wonder if at some point you started to think of it not so much as a no buy, but more like, oh, this is just what normal life maybe looked like before the crazy intense version of consumerism we have now. Yeah, guys, the consumerism. I mean, but we're like, the media has made it so that we are primed to be influenced by consumerism. That's just how it goes. Like, so that we can spend. As you can notice, every month in the year, there's something that we need to be spending on. Yeah, you know, Halloween, Christmas, New Year's, Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, you know, Father's Day, 4th of July. You know, it just keeps going. There's always some major event that you'd probably feel like a douche if you didn't spend on. You know, it's like it's Mother's Day, and then you're like, oh, and then you gotta type in like anniversary stuff, or it's your friends' birthdays, all the birthday parties that you gotta go to, kids' birthday parties, special events, all this stuff that is just consumerism on top of consumerism on top of consumerism. It just stacks up credit card debt, guys. The no takeout rule alone is extremely practical. That money hugely adds up. Yeah, takeout is getting insane. Throw it down in the comments, like, what's your highest, like, what have you gone to a fast food restaurant and then you were like, should I even pay this bill? I'll just give back the food. I can just go to a fancy restaurant. Like, why even, what? Next video.
So I've been seeing a lot of discourse on no spend / no buy 2025, and I just wanted to add another layer of like solutions or perspective on like what you can do if you want to purchase a product and you're just in mental warfare. Ask yourself, especially if it's a publicly traded company, well, I guess only if it's a publicly traded company, do you own stock in this company before you purchase this product? Now, this is some advice I got a couple years ago, and honestly, like, I kind of apply it sometimes, but sometimes my fingers just be hot. I just want the goods, okay? I just want to go to Ulta and just do, but I own Ulta stock. But anyway, with that being said, before you buy the new iPhone 35 that comes out next year, ask yourself, do I have Apple stock? So while you're participating in no spend and no buy 2025, if you are ever tempted, you should be asking yourself, do I own stock in this publicly traded company? And as a frequent buyer, you're the perfect person that should have stock in that company. So not only are we going to come out of 2025 being a little bit more minimalistic, okay, we're not over consuming, our pockets are gonna look so cute, and on top of that, we're gonna be investors because we're gonna invest in some of our favorite companies. And as someone investing in your favorite companies, you'll know when the water is getting a little muddy and it's time to get out of there. Like, you're gonna look around the store and like, Ulta is not what it used to be. You're gonna go check the stock, you're gonna be like, oh, it's going down, and you're gonna pull your money out. But that's all I gotta say. Bye, y'all.
I think those are very good tips on, especially if you're like trying to get into investing and you're actually investing into where you're actually shopping. And then just as she said, the trends, the ups and downs of the store, and if you should pull your money out or not. I think these are good tips for people that have extra money, right? If you're just sitting there, you're trying to struggle, if that's why you're doing the no spend in 2025 or the very low spend, then you're not really worried about buying stock. But if you're somebody that's already probably put in the discipline, reduced your expenses drastically, and now you're like, okay, I got a little bit of extra money. Where should we be throwing this money at? Where should we be putting this money? Because the majority of stock owners are not even the majority of Americans. So just by you actually investing and throwing money into that, you're already setting yourself apart majorly. Next video.
If you're doing a no buy or low buy in 2025, this video is for you. Since posting about my journey healing my spending habits, I've talked to so many people who have tried and failed to do a no buy. The most common mistake that I hear is that they treated it as a punishment for overspending. If you use a no buy as a way to just suppress your spending habit, layering on all these restrictions to manage your shopaholic ways, you're not going to see lasting results. Long-term change comes from focusing on the person underneath those layers of restrictions, because once your no-buy ends and those are lifted, you don't have them to rely on anymore. You have to focus on mindset and viewing your no-buy as a transformative experience instead of a temporary restriction to suppress your spending. A personal growth bootcamp, if you will. Not only is this way more empowering, it will keep you open to the lessons and mental shifts that will inevitably come to you throughout the process. So if there is one thing you take from this video, do not start a low buy or a no buy as a restrictive punishment for your spending habits. Instead, go into it with the explicit intention of coming out the other side a better you.
That's good. I'm all about punishment though, like military lifestyle. like I spent too much in 2024, just like the first guy. Like, this is my punishment. You will not enjoy stuff. To the comments. Punishment is never sustainable. I don't know. I love this reframe. It's not a punishment. It's you taking care of yourself, the planet, and it's. But notice how it's like these are all women though. So I guess if you're like a woman, then yeah, maybe punishment's not good. I don't know. I just feel personally like, for a man, like punishment's good. I don't know. Because like when you go to basic training, or if you go to like the Air Force Academy or something, like, which is just essentially another basic training, then you get like you're punished. Like if somebody does something wrong, then the whole group is then punished. And they utilize that as kind of everybody, you're on this baseline level of you just need to be forget everything that you know. To every action, there is a reaction. So if you make these bad actions, you're gonna get punished for that. And not only will you get punished, you're gonna feel bad because everybody else just got punished too. And I think that is a very effective technique, as it has been proven for years and years and years. And it works for women too, because women go through the same training. So I don't know. it just mentally shifts you in your brain. So you become more disciplined, hopefully. But a lot of these people are just saying, yeah, the achievement of paying off debt, that's great. But I'm just going on the punishment argument part of it. But it's just all women though. I did a no-buy last year, and immediately after my goals were achieved, I compulsively spent doubles on my credit card. Oh God. This is where the punishment, because then if you punish yourself, you're like, oh, I don't want to go through that pain again. That's what lessons learned. Let me know what you guys think about that. The punishment versus I'm just going to become a better me, because through punishment, you could become a better you as well. So I don't know. Maybe that's just the man side, because these are all women that are literally commenting on this. Let me know if the comments. Next video.
Stop going to Target. Stop going to TJ Maxx. Stop wasting your money. It is no buy 2025, and we are not buying anything this year. These prices are ridiculous. I'm not okay with them. I'm sure you're not okay with them. So what we need to do is stop buying anything to get their attention. We need to wake them up by not spending any of our hard-earned coins. It's not going to be easy. You have to make a mindset shift. I know you're worried about food. I know you want to go on those concert tours. I know you want to hang out and go to brunch with your friends. But this year we cannot spend anything. We are in survival mode, and we are living below our means. If you have pancake mix and peanut butter, guess who's having pancakes and peanut butter for dinner? You are. If you only have tuna packets and cans of beans, you're having tuna and beans for dinner. Now, you're not starving yourself, okay? If you need to go to the store, you're gonna go only for necessities, and you're gonna shop small businesses. If you have a backyard, you better get to planting. The billionaires, the wealthy, the people that we idolize and listen to their music, they do not gotta. So we need to have each other. The working class. Am I missing anything?
I would say
stop going to Target.
They don't have you, all the rich people, people that are doing extremely well, $500,000 a year and over. It's not that they don't have you. It's just their struggles absolutely are not same, and they're worried about different things than what you're worried about. So they're just not going to be able to relate to these kind of worries. They're not doing a no buy 2025. Let's go down to the comments. Facts, thrift shopping, Costco for the big stuff, local as much as I can. No fast food, baking, treats, wearing all the stuff I have to. Let's not call it survival mode. Let's call it conservation mode. Maybe self-preservation mode. That's a community preservation. Yeah, all I'm buying is food and gas. Yeah, she said tuna and beans. I'm like, that's not too bad, to be completely honest. You either throw it at two, because that's both protein on top of crackers or something. It's easy work. Stop enriching the people who use that money to make your life worse. It's kind of hard when it's corporations and stuff. It's hard when that is the cheapest option. That's what a lot of people are running into. You try to avoid it, but that's the cheapest option. I don't want to spend at Walmart. It's a major corporation. It's well, you try. Where else are you trying to go? You can't go to Whole Foods either. If you try to go to a local store, it's probably going to be more because they just have more expenses. The reason Walmart is so profitable is because of how they buy in bulk and are able to give you those prices, right? Girl, I've not purchased anything on Amazon, Target, Walmart since December 2024, saving so much. Oh, wow, that's crazy. In January, the whole month, my husband and I only spent $19.53 on eating out. These companies ain't taking my money anymore. So we can see that guys, a lot of these videos have a lot of views, a lot of likes, a lot of interaction. And as the market starts to trend down and as tariffs start to come into place and as trade wars, the loom of trade wars, just that on its own is happening. A lot of people are witnessing these things, along with the home affordability crisis happening, as well as a terrible job market. We're going to start to see these trends happening more and more amongst regular everyday people, right? So in terms of that, let me know what you guys are doing in the comments. I'll definitely like to read them. Please like, comment, and subscribe so that I can see you guys in the next video. Peace.